Hey guys, it's Austin, the car guy here, and today I have the 2023 Ford F-150 Tremor. I hope you guys enjoy. And if you guys are not familiar with my channel, this is my channel where I do new car walkarounds, used car walkarounds, tech talks, and eventually we're going to end up going to car shows. So make sure that you subscribe and hit the notifications bell so that you get notified when I upload a new video. Enjoy this one. So guys, what we have here today is the 2023 F-150 Tremor. And if you're not familiar with the Tremor is the off-road trim level. Not quite as off-roady as the Raptor. This would be equivalent to like a Ram Rebel or maybe a Chevy Trail Boss. It's an off-road truck, but not a extremely off-road truck. You can see we've got the orange accents and these full LED headlights. So there's two packages you can get on the Tremor. There's a high package and a mid package. The mid package is going to give you cloth and these style headlights right here. But if you get the high package, you'll get these dynamic projector beam headlights. They actually turn around turns with you and are self-height adjustable if you're towing. They've also got the LED daytime running light along the outside and the nice matching fog light down below. On the front, you can see we've got our blacked out Ford badge. There is a 360 cam right underneath, as well as these copper toned tow hooks. And you'll notice this copper tone is actually the tone that we get for all of the accents on this truck, interior and exterior. Give you a quick shot of the suspension there so you guys can check out the inner workings. But yeah, that's the front end of this Tremor. Moving around to the side, 3/4 shot, you can see it's a very imposing truck. Definitely looks good. Still has rake to it so that you can tow with this truck. That's one of the big advantages of the Tremor over the Raptor, is that this has your, for the most part, regular suspension, which means from a towing and hauling perspective, you still maintain all the payload that you expect. Looking at our tires, these are our General Grabber ATs. They're sized in a 275 millimeter by 70 millimeter, and they are on an 18-inch rim, which I think looks pretty good. Has this nice blacked out Ford logo in the center there. These are filled with nitrogen just to protect the tire pressure monitors. There is a lifetime warranty on the nitrogen. You can come back and get it refilled anytime you need. But yeah, that is the wheel and tire setup on the Tremor. And we do have some really good looking badges on this truck. This color is absolutely phenomenal. It is the new Azure Gray. I say new, it's new for 23, not 24. Same wheel and tire setup in the back. We do have this nice big Tremor decal on the tailgate, well, on the side of the bed. And then the really nice LED Ford taillights. They do have the blind spot monitor in them, and they overall just look good. Looking at the 3/4 shot of this truck, it's definitely a good looking truck. It looks more raked from the rear than it does from the front, and you can definitely tell. It's definitely a tall truck when you look at it as well. As far as the eye line, I'm 5'9", and I see right here in the middle of the tailgate, so it's definitely an imposing vehicle from that perspective. We do have the dual exhaust tips on the bumper here, along with the dual tow hooks, which definitely add to the off-road capability of this truck, as well as the cool factor. The tailgate, we do have an LED light, blacked out Ford logo, and then electronic release on the tailgate. And I actually think this is the power up down one. Speaking of this tailgate, we do have the step that comes right on out, and the handle comes up, snaps right into place, allows you to get into the truck bed a lot easier, especially if you're a shorter person. Just makes the truck that much easier to use. Also, looking at the tailgate, this is the work surface tailgate, which means on the actual tailgate platform itself, we've got some useful tools. The first of which I'll notice is going to be the clamping portion right here. So if you're woodworking or have a heavy board or whatever you want, you can clamp it right to this and it'll stay flush with the tailgate. We also have some measurement tools right here, both in centimeters and inches. Little cup holder area for your Stanley, if you're into that, as well as an area for a pen or pencil, maybe even a Sharpie. And then on the side, we have these tie downs that you can also use as a bottle opener. So really useful there. This one does have the factory tough bed spray and bed liner. You can tell by this little sticker right here in the corner of the window. That tells you that it's factory. We also offer Rhino Line. If it has a Rhino Line logo right over here somewhere, you'll note that it's Rhino lined. Inside this bed, we do have Box Link, which are these accessories right here. The Box Link allows you to tie in roof racks, ladder racks, camper tops, pretty much whatever you want into the Box Link, and just gives you that much more secure of a footing. You can also tie things to this and lock it, which is why there's a keyhole, so you can tie up your Yeti cooler or whatever just to make sure it doesn't get stolen. This one does have the LED bed lighting in the bed with a little button, so you just push that. All the lights on the back of the cab inside this bed will turn on. And we do have a 400 watt, 120 volt house plug right here in the bed as well, and tie downs in each corner. So overall, a really nice bed. This is a power up tailgate. So speaking of this powered up down tailgate, you can release it from the bed from the key fob and from a button inside the cab, which I'll show you. And lifting it up, you can either push one of those buttons or give it a little bit of a lift and it'll know that it wants to go up the rest of the way. So there's your power tailgate on the F-150 Tremor. Looking at our fuel cap, as we always do, it is a capless fuel fill, no fancy sticker telling you that it needs premium, so you can put regular in it. And this does still have all the transport stickers still in it, so I'll give you guys a quick shot of all the stickers. And overall, just do another quick walk around the outside in case there's anything I missed before we go inside. But definitely a good looking truck, definitely looks nice. Definitely does everything Ford expected you to want out of a off-road full-size 4x4 truck. Trying to give you guys a side angle view of this truck because it does look pretty mean. And of course, let's go over our handy dandy window sticker. So this is a 2023 Ford F-150. This does have the 3.5 EcoBoost and the 10-speed. There's your azure gray metallic tri-coat for the paint. Standard equipment in that top box, optional equipment in this lower box for a grand total price of $74,700. And if you notice, the final assembly of this truck was in Dearborn, Michigan. Yes, a US built full-size truck, the way it should be. It's rated for 20 miles to the gallon highway, 16 city and 18 combined, and has a 5-star overall safety rating. So there's all your stats on the vehicle. Let's go into the back seats, but on the driver's side. And by the way, huge thanks to Terrebonne Ford for this vehicle. If you guys are interested in this, I can sell it to you. My information is down in the description. Go check it out. But this channel is not a sales channel. It is just an informative car channel. So thanks for watching. Looking at the door here, you can see we've got really nice materials here on the door with this orange stitching. We do have the toddler cup, which is one of my favorite features in the F-150. If you have a car seat here, and this is a perfect spot to put a little cup for toddlers. You got storage here, B&O sound system, more storage at the bottom. Nice off-road high clearance side steps that are stamped Ford and seems to be rhino lined as far as material. So really nice side steps. Looking in the back seats of this Tremor, really good looking truck. You have the orange leather, which is perforated, and then of course has Tremor stitched right in there, which really high quality stitching Ford. You might have outdone yourself with the Tremor. We do have rear air vents, rear heated seats, as well as a 12 volt and USB-C and A, and a 400 watt house outlet. You do have storage on each of the seat backs. We do have a flip down armrest with cup holders, and of course, climbing inside, an absolute ton of room in every direction. And then moving it back around, you can see our interior. Got an absolute ton of screens in here. Really high quality, of course, which you guys can see there. This one is equipped with heated and cooled seats, which is really nice to have. And of course, the big 12-inch display, which is super nice. Let's go ahead up front next, now that we know we're comfortable in the second row of the Tremor. Climbing up front, this does have passive entry, so you can lock and unlock with the keys in your pocket. It also has the passcode, and this does include blind spot monitoring with the spotlights and the 360 cam. Opening the door up. There we go. Now we have overall, should have less beeping. There we go. Oh, it's really just gonna beep because the door's open. All right, I think it's over. Oh, it's not over. All right. Wow, that's really gonna go on. Okay. So we do have 3-seat memory seat with our power door locks, as well as our power mirrors, power windows. We do have our door handle, and of course you can see that really nice material on the door here as well. Storage down below, which makes it that much easier. We do have our B&O sound system as well. Power seat with power lumbar. That same nice big side step down at the bottom with that rhino liner type material. There's our buttons for our spotlights on the outside, and then of course our tailgate release. We do have our rear cargo lights and our exterior lights and interior lights, as well as power adjustable pedals and an e-brake. This one is equipped with the power adjustable steering column, which is really nice. And you can see our steering wheel there. Let me give you a quick shot at these front seats. They're very similar to the rear seats, but even nicer. I know, it's crazy that that's even a thing. And of course, this one does have the panoramic sunroof. We'll jump inside, start it up, and open it. Climbing inside, putting our foot on the brake, starting the truck. Built Ford Tough. Should get another animation right there, 75 years. And here's our gauge cluster. It is our typical F-150 digital gauge cluster. I won't go through it all right now, but you can go check out one of my other videos to learn how to navigate that. We do have Bang & Olufsen sound system along with a storage cubby and some quick buttons, which I love that Ford still gives us these. You can see we've got auto start stop, a quick view for our 360 cam. You can turn off your parking sensors quickly and your hazard lights, as well as traction control and trail control, all right there. Trail control is like an off-road cruise control for those of you that aren't familiar. You can set it as low as ½ mile per hour when you're in four-wheel drive low, and just allows you, or just prevents you from getting stuck, or helps you get unstuck if you're trying to do such. This one is equipped with the Pro Trailer Backup Assist, so you turn this on while you're in reverse, and this will back up a trailer for you. You do need to program that trailer, so you obviously can't demo that right now, but you get the gist. Exiting out of that, this does have Ford's cloud-based nav as well as wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. It also has so under driver's assistance, you can see we've got adaptive cruise, we've got lane keep, pre-collision, rear camera, blind spot, cross traffic, rear automatic braking, as well as a driver alert system for attention. We do have the 360 zone lighting. We're going to override it for now. You can turn it on, turn on all zones if you want. That'll just turn on all the exterior lights all the way around the vehicle. Works out really nicely. Also under features, we've got our towing, so that you can program your trailers in here and it'll keep track of how many miles are on those trailers and give you maintenance reminders accordingly. And then on the Tremor, there is the trail turn assist. This, on the off-road condition, will actually hold the entire tire, making that turn just a little bit tighter, giving you that freedom and flexibility. Right below that, we got our trailer brake controller with our four-wheel drive selector. So this dial, I'd like to explain it real quickly because it can be confusing for certain people. Pushing the middle will do the rear locker. All too often, we have people come into the dealership, their rear axle is locked and they have no idea. So this is what the light for that rear locker looks like, and it's right in the corner of the gauges. If you don't have the digital gauge cluster, it won't be right there, but there's a light for it either way. Now, when you turn this dial, you may think that it changes your four-wheel drive controls. However, that is not the case. It's going to change the drive mode that you're in. And you can see on this truck, we've got normal, slippery, deep snow and sand, mud and ruts, rock crawl, and then going the other direction, we've got past normal, we've got tow haul, eco, and sport. So there's all sorts of different drive modes with all sorts of different animations to correlate with that. And it'll change the traction control, transmission, a whole bunch of factors just to make the truck act differently. And then we've got a volume knob, tuning knob, and then our dual zone climate right here. You can see we've got heated and cooled seats on these front seats. Opening this up reveals our wireless charger. You can see we've got 2 USB ports in there with our wireless charger, a little bit of room behind it, and our center console with our shifter right here for our 10-speed auto, and cup holders to the right. This one is equipped with the work surface, so once you fold the shifter down, you flip this forward and it becomes a table. Now you do have to be careful because a lot of people are under the impression that if this folds down, then this is the work surface. That's not always the case. This will fold down in every truck equipped with the electronic shifter, but what you need to look for is this little hole here, because this is what actually opens that up. You may jump in a truck and not see this hole. That means it doesn't have the work surface. So pay attention to both of those indicators to know that you're getting it. On the passenger side, we've got a dual glove box with a really cool texture material up here on the upper glove box. And then, of course, in the glove box, we've got our books. Let's go ahead under the hood of this truck next. If I can get out of here. There we go. All right. So as we saw on the window sticker, this truck's equipped with the 3.5-liter EcoBoost twin turbo V6. There is, however, a 5-liter Coyote V8 option, which is very popular. It's popular in these trucks specifically because of the fact that you can put an upgraded dual exhaust. So the truck from the factory has the dual exhaust, which you saw, and it sounds great with every motor from the factory. But when you put the 5.0, you can upgrade the pipes, make it a little louder, a little more raspy, and a lot of people choose to do that. But this is actually the more powerful of the two variants from the factory at 500 pound-feet of torque. And it goes through that 10-speed, and it's very, very quick, very responsive. Now, underneath the hood, it's actually just your typical 3.5-liter EcoBoost that you're used to seeing, but let's go over your maintenance items real quick. You can see that you've got your AGM battery right here, a fuse box right here. You do have your coolant reservoir right up front like you're used to in an F-150. We have oil on the passenger side, both the fill and the dipstick, and then our air box right here for our air filter, and our brake fluid right there. No power steering on this because it's a closed loop system. And washer fluid, by the way, right behind the headlight right there. I always typically bring up how easy it is to change the headlight bulbs. However, these are LEDs. They are projectors. They're not just a change a bulb type of event. Well, guys, with that being said, hopefully you've enjoyed my detailed walk-around tour of the 2023 Ford F-150 Tremor in Azure Gray here at Terrebonne Ford. If you're interested in buying this vehicle or any of the other vehicles on the channel, make sure to hit me up with my contact information down in the description. And if you're enjoying the channel, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, comment down below, let me know what videos you guys want to see next. And of course, as always, have an amazing day. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let's turn on the headlights for you. There we go. Let's see what they look like. There's your projector beam headlights, guys. Very, very bright. Ready for action on both sides. And of course, they are dynamic, so they will turn either way. And when we look at the back, we got our taillights on. They look absolutely great. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a great one.